Good day, mates. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. We got a 06 Prius. That's the Gen 2 Prius. We have an issue with the display, the multi-display. You can't touch anything. If you touch over here on the left, it hits a button over on the right. If you touch something over on the right, nothing happens. So let's pull it out. We're gonna be replacing the touch screen. The technical term for that is the digitizer. I've never done this before, so looking forward to learning something new. Follow along, let's get this done. I just wanted to show you what it's doing. So right here, you see the screen setting. If I hit that, it goes to screen setting. But if I hit anywhere, even on the telephone, it goes straight to screen setting. So no matter where I hit, it's thinking I'm touching it over here. If we go to climate, same thing. If I try to touch this, looks like vent, floor, defrost, nothing happens. If I come over to change the fan speed, nothing happens. But if I come over here, like on low, it just turned it to high. If I come here on off, it just turned it to the defrost floor. So buttons over here activate this over here, and then when you touch stuff over here, nothing happens at all. So that's the issue that we're trying to solve. So what we want to do, we need to pull off this strip here and this strip here. So we'll start with this one here because I don't think anything has to come off. Yeah, I think it can just come off on its own. Now this side, I do believe this cover has to come off and this bottom cover has to come off in order to pull this out, because I think it slides underneath this. So let's pull this one off. Then you just take the top and the bottom and you pull on it, and it should just come straight out. Relatively easy. Now to do the left side, we have to pull this one off here. Same thing, top, bottom, pull. They should just kind of come off. Now this thing has to come off, but I think before we do that, we have to pull this bottom one off. So there's a Phillips screw here, another one here, and I want to say that's it. Let's get those out real quick. All right, this one. I want to say the rest are clips. Holding that in, you can just pull on it. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Now we don't have to remove it completely, we just need to get it disconnected from this top one. Now the top one's the same, it should just pull. There we go. The whole thing moves out of the way. So that's all we have to do, move it out of the way. Let me reposition you. Okay, so now we want to pull this strip off here. It looks like it's already broke on top, so maybe we can glue that back. No big deal, but same thing, top, bottom, pull out. There we go. It's just all clipped in. Now this does have an electrical connector for the parking brake, or for putting it in park. That's okay. We can leave this really just dangling there. Now we got two 10mm bolts, one here, holding this unit in. Okay, that should be it. Now it should just pop out. So give it a good tug. There we go. Now we got these electrical connectors in the back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Now let's figure out how to separate this unit from this plastic trim here. And it looks like maybe some Phillips that we'll be dealing with. All right, so let me get my Phillips back. Now there's this little bracket here. We'll pull that off. We'll keep all these little bolts in there. So this little bracket can come out. We'll do that to the other side. This little bracket. Now it does say left and right, so that's good. And then it looks like there are 1, 2, 3, 4 Phillips screws. Oh, perfect. Okay, now there is a couple electrical connectors. Let's see if we can separate those. What are they connected to? Okay, so they got this fat one here. And then there's another little gray one with a screwdriver, just a flathead. It's really hard to see. You probably can't see, but let me take a picture of it with my phone and I'll insert that picture. And we're just gonna pop that off with a flathead screwdriver. Yeah, there we go. It just pops off. And we'll slide that out. Okay, perfect. We are separated. Set that aside. Now, getting our screen off. Just looking at it, trying to figure out what's next on the dismantling list. I'm gonna try to take this outer case off real quick because I think it's in the way, maybe. Or maybe not. Here, hold on. I'm gonna try to get with a screwdriver. You see, I don't know. So there's this metal rim around here. That's what I'm trying to get off, is this metal rim. And I'm just trying to look to see, and it does not, I don't think it's bolted into anything, but maybe it is. Oh, it is. So right here, there's 2 Phillips head screws. Perfect. Let's see if there's 2 on the other side as well. Yep. Well, yeah, but you can't get to them because of this plate here is in the way. So let me just have to move that plate just a little. Yeah, there we go. So just a little, and you can get to that screw there. It's doable. Okay. So now let's see if this metal thing slides up, and it does. Awesome. Okay. I hope we're making progress. It's not like I can break it. It's already broken. Okay, so I'm gonna keep taking this back case off. And we'll just try to remember how everything went back together. I guess this can come off here. Just trying to get access. Oh, perfect. Okay. So I don't know if you can see, but I pulled it apart enough that this cable, we can get access to the cable plug. And we're gonna unplug that right there. So now we just need to unglue this thing, or let me look at the new screen. Okay. So at least it's the same size, and it's just the glass, so not the black little rim around it. So I don't think a screwdriver is thin. Oh wait. No, watch your eyes. Let me get some goggles and a razor blade. All right, back in action. Sorry about any glare that's here. I got a little torch. I'm gonna heat up the screen. Maybe that'll help soften any glue that's holding it down. I don't know how hot to get this. Okay. Getting under it. There we go. It's kind of like replacing a phone screen. There you go. Nice. Wasn't too bad. We'll just peel off the rest of this glue here. All right, so we will need double-sided tape. So let me go grab some real quick. We'll put just a little on the edge here, a little on the edge there, and that should be it. Okay, so all I found was that window tape. You know when you get the plastic wrap kits from the hardware store for wrapping your windows in the wintertime? It comes with double-sided tape. That's all I have. I think it should work. So I'm just gonna get a length I need. Perfect. And then I'm just gonna cut it in half because I don't need a full width. That'll give me my 2 strips. Okay, so one goes down here, just like that, and the other one goes down here. That, okay. I'm gonna press it on really well. Okay, do the same with this side. And then peel off that top. Nice. Now the new one has a protective back to it, so we want to peel that off. Be very careful to keep it lint free, dog hair free. We're going to try to line it up perfectly. It looks close. Okay. Perfect. Now we can plug in our electrical connector. So you put the cable in like that, then you want to close that brown thing like that. Lock it in. Should be good there. So that's it. So now we can start wrapping this back up. Let's put this back on. There we go. Well, the good thing is it only slides on one way, so that's a good thing. We just want to keep an eye out on our cable. Okay, and then we can put this back on. I'll take a picture of this cable and how it's routed under and behind this silver plate. So now we'll just bolt it all back together. A lot of these little bolts are all the same. So we'll go ahead and put it in. I'm just kind of setting them in. I'm not tightening them tight at the moment, just in case I need to move anything or adjust anything. I can do this back. I think there's just one in the back. And then nothing in the front. Okay, so I just have one more side to do. It's this side here. And these two bolts are kind of behind that little bracket thing that we made room for. Okay, perfect. So before I tighten those up, I'm just gonna push down on this, make sure it's seated in there nice, and then we'll tighten up those spots there. Okay, good. Well, they don't have to be crazy tight. Just little screws. And then same thing, I'm pushing down on this metal, silver metal thing before I tighten it down. That just helps it be tight as possible up against this screen. Okay, so I think that's it. Plug it back into our plastic, wherever I put that. Okay, so on our plastic, we still have the two connectors. Let's reroute this back where it goes. Just kind of gets tucked in here a little. Let's tuck back. And then this one right here gets tucked under like that. Okay, it goes on like this. And this one routed underneath, right? Now, as far as getting that back on, might be a little challenge, but I think a flathead screwdriver should be able to get it, no problem. Let's get our big connector in first. It's hard to show you what I'm doing, but you kind of know what I'm doing if you're doing this part of it. There we go. And I'm gonna direct it with a screwdriver back onto its little plug. Okay, almost. Okay. Boom, got it. There you go. Just with a flat screwdriver, you're wiggling around with your finger to get it right on that stud, and then it just pushes right in. Okay, nice. Now we can bolt this back on with two small ones. Okay, so then we have our left and right brackets. That's these things, they go back on. Let's see where left and right is. Goes like that. This must be right. And they have little bumps on the back of them that fit in a little key slot, or two holes, I guess, in the back of the case. So two bumps on the bracket, two holes in the case. Perfect. Let's plug it in. Okay, so we have just our connectors. We'll plug all back in. We'll give it a try before buttoning up any of our panels. There we go. We'll just set it in for now. All right, so we can put the key still, because we have all our panels and stuff plugged in. You can still put the key in the slot. Where is the push button? Oh, it's right here. Okay. So good, we got our screen displaying. Oh wait, info. Hey, nice. Hey, now we're working. Okay, gonna hit that button there. Nice, energy. Nice. Climate, temperature. So all our buttons are now working like they should. Awesome. So let's button this all back together. That's exciting. One thing I forgot to do, which we could still go back and do it, is this outer screen also has a protective film we forgot to peel off. So I don't know if I can get to it or if I have to just pull those couple of screws back out. That might be what I have to do. So let me unplug it and we'll do that real quick. We'll just pop this back off just enough. I'll be able to get to that. And actually, that's funny. We can't. Maybe I can get it with a razor blade. So I was supposed to peel that off actually before even putting this silver rim back on. So let me just see if I can get a corner of it, peel it up. Okay, so I was still able to do it, but it would be a lot easier to do it before that silver piece goes on. Okay, so just that little plastic. So don't make that mistake like I did. A little tip with these side brackets, don't tighten them too tight, just like finger tight, because you want it to be able to move a little so that it'll line up perfectly with the matching side on the vehicle. So from here, it's just a matter of putting it all back together. We have our two 10 millimeters here. All right, and our panels should all just snap in. Here we go, snap, that's it. Easy. Now this one was broken. Make sure the bottom is where it needs to go, the top. Let me find that piece here. We'll just set it in for now. There we go, snaps in. This top piece here, move you around a little. There we go. So really it's all snaps. It's a snap. Then those 2 screws, and then just that last trim on the end. There we go. Let's check that one more time. Close the door for the beeping. Okay, I'm gonna start the car this time. All right, so now we can start hitting buttons, make sure everything works. There we go, we'll do auto. So everything that we're touching is actually what's moving. That's good. We got low, we got off. Yeah, everything's working. Audio, we can hit all these buttons. Nice. We have info, trip info, actually hits the trip. Remember when we were hitting this, it was activating over here. So we actually get that info, consumption. Yeah, looks good. So now everything's working. Awesome. All right, there you go. That's how you can replace the digitizer, the touchscreen, on a 2nd gen Prius. That's 04 to 09. A lot easier than I expected. That's actually really cool. What helped, I think, is heating up the glue. Now on this one, there's only glue in 2 spots, the top and the bottom. The sides did not have glue. So maybe yours just has the top and the bottom, but starting in one corner, heating it up, and then having that razor blade move across did the trick. Other than that, really simple actually. Hopefully there was enough camera angle that you could see everything nice and clear. That's it. If you have any questions, comments, please post it down below. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. See you on the next one.